What's up guys, SirGiKaL here, and this is the video that I know you've all been waiting for. This is where the pupil becomes the teacher, and I'm gonna try to help you get better with SMGs, give you some good tips on how to get better as fast as possible. Now, a short time ago, I was asking for lots of tips, tactics, especially with the SMGs, because my SMG gameplay has always sucked. But I think I've drastically improved here recently, and I want to help some of you guys out with tips that a lot of my video watchers have given me, and some other tips that I've picked up from other sources. So let's get on ahead. Let's go ahead and get on into it. The first subject is the gun itself. Now, I think we can go ahead and say that the FAMAS and the AK-74U are the two best guns on the game. Now, I know a lot of you say, well, I play better with the Galil, or I play better with the AK-47, or I play better with the Spectre. Well, yeah, everybody's got their own personal preferences, but when you're looking for a weapon on this game, you're going to look for accuracy and fire rate. And these two guns are the best. They're accurate and they have high fire rates. And I think the FAMAS has the same fire rate as the AK-74U, oddly enough. But the AK-74U, as many of you well know, delivers 40 points of damage at close range and 20 points of damage at medium to long range, while the FAMAS delivers 35 points of damage at short range and 25 points of damage at medium to long range. So basically what this says is that with the AK-74U or the FAMAS, you're going to need to put 3 bullets at a minimum in someone to kill them. But at long range, the AK-74U, you need 5 bullets to kill someone, and while the FAMAS only needs 4. And this is a big difference, especially and the problem that it creates is when you see someone at medium to long range, and even if you see them first and put a bullet in them before they even get their gun up, they can still drop you if you're not dead on with your aim, because they only need to put 4 bullets in you. And so the key to the game with SMGs is movement. And what I mean by that is, you need to take advantage of the extra mobility that the SMG gives you. And one way to do this is by strafing when you see someone. See right there, like I'm giving them a little strafe. I like to call it a little swiggle, because what you're doing basically is you're wiggling a bit, but you got a little swag to it, so I call it a swiggle. So when you see an enemy, you're going to want to give them that little swiggle. See, just like what I'm doing right there. Moving from side to side to make it harder to hit you, because they can, if they're carrying a FAMAS or an AK-47, they can put you down in fewer bullets than it takes for you to put them down. So you have to make it a harder target for them to hit. Now, it takes a little practice to get used to, but I definitely think that the strafing movement is a better offensive maneuver than the drop shot. And the drop shot works really well with assault rifles, and I got pretty good at doing the drop shot. But when I was doing it with the SMGs, I found myself dead a lot, and it's because with the SMGs, you can get so much better movement with the strafing, and with the assault rifles, you're slowed down by that extra weight, and you really can't get a lot of movement. So strafing with an assault rifle is pretty much pointless unless you're using a lightweight perk. So I do recommend strafing with SMGs and the drop shot with the assault rifles. Now, also the extra movement that you get with the SMGs also makes the jump shot a lot easier. Now, I know I see a lot of people playing on here jumping around like kangaroos in the air, shooting, anytime they get into a room with an enemy. Well, yeah, you can do that, or you can use it when it's at your advantage. But it definitely makes it a lot easier with the extra movement given. And another thing is I was recommended given a tip by someone watching one of my videos, and he recommended the pre-shot. When someone's in the video, when someone's close to you, go ahead and shoot before you aim down the sights, and that gives you the quicker you can get bullets into them quicker, and it also gives you a little bit extra time. You know, you can go ahead and do a jump shot or something like that, but you know, I think the pre-shot is a definite definite plus to the SMGs, because shooting without aiming down the sights, you have to get used to doing that with the SMGs. Now, the perks that I recommend when using the SMGs is the Lightweight Pro. And I recommend using this because it makes it a lot easier getting used to all the movement and all the strafing with the Lightweight Pro, because you're weighed down down even less. So when you're first starting to learn how to do all the strafing, it makes it a lot easier because you're a lot harder to hit. Now, as you get better, you can drop the lightweight and start using scavenger or you know, ghost or whatever you want to. But at first, I would recommend using lightweight. The other perks that I use Sleight of Hand Pro, because a lot of people like to don't worry about aiming down the sights while using SMGs. They use steady aim, but I don't like steady aim. I would rather be able to reload faster than have a little bit extra accuracy while not aiming down the sights. I also use Ninja Pro and Tactical Mass Pro. And since you're going to be a little bit more on the offensive with SMGs and having more movement, I would recommend starting out with Tactical Mass Pro, because when you get hit with a flash grenade or a concussion grenade, it really doesn't stop you. And since you're going to be charging in to rooms a lot of times, then you won't get hurt by their tactical grenades. The attachments that I recommend are starting out. I would start out with extended mags. That's basically what I've been using. Pretty much only been using with the AK-74U, is because you get 45 rounds, and you know, with all the pre-shooting and everything that I do, it makes it a lot easier. You're not running out of ammo if you happen to run into, you know, someone while you're pre-shooting and, you know, doing all the other thing, doing all the strafing, because you can't be totally accurate doing all that movement. So I recommend the extended mags. I know a lot of people like the rapid fire, and I think in the hands of a pro or a very experienced player, a rapid fire is probably the way to go. I mean, the AK-74U with rapid fire is probably the most deadliest gun on the game. But in the hands of a novice, it's extremely inaccurate, and it just chews through ammo. So I would recommend waiting until you get completely advanced before you start using rapid fire. I know that's the hot perk for these SMGs, but they're just not suitable for a novice. And I don't even use it, because when I play with rapid fire, yeah, you can drop somebody amazingly quick, but I just I like staying alive and having ammo. So but another perk recommended was grip. I think grip's pretty much pointless. The AK-74U is very accurate, and unless you're just holding down full auto, grip's really not going to be of any advantage. So I think grip's not very useful. So that's it, 44-2. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. Thanks.